Welcome to the Oscar reactions to the reactions.
Reaction time.
Reactions. Well, it was pretty uneventful. Coda won Best Picture.
Yeah. Pretty much it.
That was it. Except for Slap. Okay. So are we starting there? Are we starting there?
We ain't burying the lead.
Okay. Let me do this my quick thing here. You can't hit somebody in public. It's assault. We can all stipulate this.
Well, you've done some research into this. Television-based violence in particular.
It was assault. I mean, I can tell you from my deep research into Cobra Kai that what he did was assault. But we're going to drive right on by that because, boy, that Oscars was a little messy, but boy, was that exciting. So
it made it for me.
You know, I think what's interesting, I don't know, what do you think about the slap? I'll let you go first.
I can't wait to see how they're going to top it next year.
Yeah. And we'll save this for the end of the show, but I do think that some random punchings, boy, it really just steps it up. I didn't know the Oscars could be so exciting.
I mean, you got long muting, like at least 60 seconds of muting.
Yes.
We're all lip reading. We're going to Twitter. We're watching Japanese and Australian broadcasts.
Australia's getting involved. Yeah, this is the United Nations of covering the slap.
Will Smith, who famously does not have to cuss to sell CDs.
No, buddy.
He does for...
He does.
He does. To be King Richard, he does.
He might even start lighting those cigars. I mean, I know it's for the look. But, boy, there's so many varied opinions. My favorite corner of Will Smith slap take land is appalled corner. Appalled. I'm appalled. It usually starts with I am appalled. There's a finger in the air. My next favorite is all comedians are now physically in danger everywhere all the time. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let me, before I sound like, you and I tend to appreciate the absurd, the
chaos.
Chaos. I was actually going to say we are disciples of chaos.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like I flip on the CNN like, oh, Ukraine's getting invaded. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the entertainment world. I want things combusting.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get more combusting.
Here in the appalled takes. That's what I want.
Oh, now the takes. Num, 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 num. Oh, my God. Oh.
I want the precious destruction. And
Judd Apatow.
Especially the... I don't think there's a better forum for this to have happened that I could ask for. Like, not me.
Because
this is the ultimate auto fart sniffing environment.
Yeah. We were the ones. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, the South Park episode is going to be amazing.
It's the pinnacle of what you want to just take away this veneer. We're monsters, okay?
We're monsters. And we do monstrous things. And look, okay, guys, tell me if you're feeling comfortable.
Let me be serious for a minute. I don't want to be serious for long, but I'll be serious for a minute.
I'll give you 30 seconds of serious. He should have been escorted right on out.
Yeah.
He should be banned from the Oscars probably for a year. And then beyond that, it's up to Chris Rock if he wants to press charges. Footnote.
Well, he said no.
He does not. I would not. They all just want to move on. But there's your... I'm not giving you any more seriousness.
So seriously, obviously the same thing. It's hard to be serious about it. I just want to revel in the
manja. Feed me the junk.
Sure, yeah, you can't hit somebody, and
no,
I would like to know. Did Chris Rock? I had no clue about Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia. You would think he probably didn't know, and he probably wouldn't have made the joke. It's a poor taste joke either way.
It's a bad joke.
Yeah, it's actually not funny.
Hey y'all, let's reference a movie.
I heard someone point out that's very. I forget how old that movie is, so the reference
20 years
really falls short. Not a good joke. In poor taste. Can't hit somebody.
Even
But the hitting and then the intense heckling, like that's just as much a part of it.
The screaming, as someone pointed out, it was much more jarring.
Yeah. Because that got the whole audience involved.
Yeah.
You got Lupita.
Lupita.
She's forever part of this. So okay,
she thought being in Star Wars was hard. Try sitting next to Will Smith at an Oscar.
Yeah,
that's the tough part.
So I don't want to be serious anymore. Can I get back to?
I don't want. I have nothing serious else to say.
Okay, the things that I want.
If you do, Judd Apatow, to go get out of here. Go somewhere else.
Go get slapped.
We got enough serious shit we got to deal with.
So here's the things I wanted. I wanted to see him escorted out because I want live footage of it. Not because he deserves it, just because I want to see it. I want to see it happen. You know.
Yes.
I would like to have maybe seen a perp walk again. Not because I think he deserves to have charges pressed.
You want a perp walk? Not
because I think he deserves to get arrested. I don't actually. I just want to see it. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want the TMZ. Give me the.
Yeah.
Oh, give me the paparazzi shit.
So would you have preferred Chris Rock retaliating, and then we maybe get a scrum?
No, what I would have the ultimate, not an immediate. He gets mad, and as Will Smith is walking away, and his back's turned, he just runs and tackles him.
Boom!
Yeah, that's.
And then you got Denzel trying to pull him off.
Tyler Perry's just snatching
motherfuckers up. Bradley Cooper's out there.
Guys, stop.
Garfield. And Tom Holland wasn't there. Wow.
I want to see a crying Chris Rock explaining why he pressed charge. Look, obviously, okay, back to. I actually don't think Will Smith deserves any criminal thing. But I want to see the crazy shit. I want to see this wild paparazzi stuff because you know what? When you do that, you're asking for. Yeah. You deserve it if you get it.
Yes.
When you haul off on somebody.
Yeah, you do.
But hey,
some of y'all need to chill.
I also appreciate that he did it because it was fucking amazing.
It was amazing, and you know what, man? I've seen people hit a lot harder for a lot less, and there weren't no police involved. Again, please, if your problem is that was assault, no shit, it was assault. I'm not going to address this again. By the way, this is the last time on this reaction.
But we also don't really care.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. That's a nasty ass thing to say.
It was very nasty.
I did a podcast about going to a football game last week where I watched someone threaten to literally murder another human for saying something not even directed at them. And that person was very serious about the murder he was going to commit. Yeah. And we were all glad he did it because the guy shut up. So I got a lot of thoughts. First of all, some of you may not know there is a history of beef with this bunch. So,
I'm curious how much 6 years plays into that, but yeah.
When you're talking about people like the Smiths who literally broadcast their marital issues on television shows that they create.
Are they a little crazy though?
They're not a little crazy. They're screwed 13 ways to the week. These people are nuts.
Nice.
Way crazier than Chris Rock.
I've been tuning. I didn't know any of this. I wish to God I'd been tuning into this.
I didn't, and I'm not going to watch them because I'm gross. Yeah. Why are you putting your dirty laundry in the middle of the street? I don't even.
Favorite tweet I saw was
Euphoria?
No. There's so many good ones. It was Will Smith.
Wait, Jaden got involved?
Jaden. I think his tweet was, "That's how we do." Something to the effect of, "That's how we do it."
No, Jay, it's not.
There you go, Jay. There you go, Jay.
There you go.
You get all this. Save some jeans. Talk that shit. Yes, I like it. Right. I'm here for it.
It was more sustainable. Keep bouncing. Let the nepotism bounce you from one failed project to another, Jaden. Excellent.
I like that. Another Earth? No, not Another Earth.
After Earth.
After Earth.
After Birth.
Another Earth is, I don't know if it's good or not. I haven't seen it. After Earth. Not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Hey, some shit.
Zoe Kravitz is in it.
What? I didn't know that.
Briefly.
No. So a few things. So he made a joke about when Jada Pinkett boycotted the Oscars, part of the Oscars So White thing. He made a joke and said that's
a good joke.
That's like me boycotting Rihanna's after parties. You can't boycott something you're not invited to.
It was a good joke.
It was a good joke. It was a very good joke. Then I think the jokes about their open marriage, which I have no sympathy for them because, again, they put all this on blast. out in the public.
It was part of this. Is part of the Oscar campaign, which is a big reason I've been slowly pulling away from my enjoyment of the Oscars. The more I've learned that it's like you just basically beg, like, I really, really want it. Please give it to me.
Well, Apple spent no small amount of money on
Hell
the
yeah.
campaign.
I hope. Well, we'll get to that. Remind me to come back to that point.
Yeah.
So I love it.
So
it was like a memoir, I think, and
they've look. We don't even and like we can sit here and talk about
good.
The
yes,
bullshit
give us the People magazine shit.
They were into Scientology. She was hardcore. He dabbled up until like 2015. And then I think that joke. We've been around people, and I'm not going to say like I'm immune from this. Sometimes people hit a breaking point and they just snap and they lose it. He looked to me from that point through the rest of the show like someone who literally just lost their damn mind. Like just that's it.
Do you think the initial laughing was like he was just trying to still put on a good face? And then he just was like, fuck it.
Yes.
Okay.
I disagree that it was he saw his wife's reaction. No, I don't agree with that.
Everybody's like, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, nah. I don't know, Rachel. No, I don't think so. I think he just snapped. Because his speech, which is the next thing I want to get to, which is
awkward.
One of the most bizarre.
Thank you, Will.
That thing would have been bizarre if he hadn't have hit anybody.
Well, I think that I would assume that speech was retooled during the breaks.
Well, he did a bad job because it made
all
him.
The reporting has been that his PR person came and gave him some advice, and he clearly took a little advice from Denzel, and he kind of retooled. Apparently, it sounded to me at the moment like he decided to work through his embarrassment of what he did with King Richard.
I'm embarrassed and ashamed. I got the opposite impression. I got the impression that the apology was very like throwaway, and the rest.
Oh, the apology was so. Well, he never intended on apologizing. He ain't sorry.
Well, this bullshit about and again, I love Will Smith. I'm gonna continue to watch this movie. I just don't care.
I don't care.
But his speech was bizarre. He needs to see a professional.
I'll give him major credit for trying to pull off. After just striking someone physically that he actually loved.
Well, he's a vessel for love.
And sometimes it did not. It fell flat.
Sometimes love hurts.
But damn it, I applaud him for trying because that is a ballsy move.
So let me take you on a mental tour of all the things he tried to accomplish in that speech.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
One. And this is the only one that worked. Oh, I'm that crazy dad again. That crazy dad like Richard. If he would have stopped, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. Okay. But then he goes on to say these types of things. That the devil made me do it. Love made me do it. Love will make you do crazy things. Denzel whispered some weird stuff into him about the devil's, I don't know. I guess the devil shows up when you get an Oscar. So, look out.
He didn't have it yet, though. He probably sounds like everybody knew.
It was preposterous, hootenanny bullshit, jujube, whatever. It was preposterous. So the devil made me do it. Love made me do it. I had to protect everyone that was involved in the movie, to which I asked, what threat were they under? He said he had to protect the actress that played his wife. He had to protect the kid. From what?
Haters.
Yeah, from haters? So that was absurd.
Chris Rock.
And that's where
Chris Rock, little do we know, Chris Rock actually came on set every day and was heckling.
He was like, hey, dude, your hair sucks.
We didn't know that.
We didn't know that. That's Lil Chris, by the way. That's from the cartoon, the short-lived.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody Hates Chris. That was my impersonation of that. Thank you. So now he's the protector of them. And
he's Hancock.
And if I was one of those actors, I would have had a very confused look on my face. Like, what in the hell are you talking about? And this is where I
on his name. He's Will Smith.
Put some respect on his name. I'm from Inglewood. Shout out Southside. You need to watch it. HBO.
So good. He should do a cameo.
He should do a cameo. So this speech is weird. There's various ethereal things that are being blamed, even quite literally a Satan. There is talk of being a protector. Then he says he's a vessel for love.
He's a river.
Oh, did he say a dream's like a river?
No, he said he wants to be a river for his people.
Yeah.
With love, and he's gonna punch. He's gonna slap the hell out of you with that love.
That's the power of the Lord.
I mean, some of it's a nice sentiment, but it was a word jumble. Like I think that his mind had to have been so fractured after what happened, after what he did, that there might have been a coherent, nice message in there. There's no way his adrenaline was probably coursing like fiercely through his body. Yeah. Like, there's no way he felt normal. So, like, I don't think there's any way that speech was ever going to come out right.
You know what's funny?
Or like, rational.
No, because you can see him in his face. He's going back and forth between rational, trying to manufacture a bullshit argument about being a protector, to, like, Denzel talking about the devil, and, like, he's crying and slobbering, and, like, which is expected. The
thing I hate is that I really wanted to see him get an Oscar for a long time. And then, like,
oh man,
people are honestly going to remember that he slapped someone and probably forget that he won an Oscar.
Kyle, I didn't even know they did the
documentary.
The poor documentary, which, Chris Rock couldn't be bothered. He couldn't be bothered for a lot of things, like to know that it wasn't Questlove and 4 white dudes. And
it was pretty clear when...
Apparently doesn't know who Penelope Cruz is.
I thought that was probably the
best. Javier Bardem's wife?
It's like, that's bizarre. She's a lot... not a lot more. She's as famous,
if not more.
If not more so.
Maybe we don't need Chris Rock anymore. What if there's a multiverse where Will Smith walks up, grabs the mic, and says, "Let me talk to y'all about alopecia."
See?
Right? And then, but instead he hit him. He hit him good. And by the way...
it was a thump, which is weird. It wasn't like a smack sound, it was a thump.
We here at the Milkshake Funeral Crew, we have worked very hard to give you, a look back at Will Smith's life and accomplishments through the lens of slapping, and you can find those at the ticker at the bottom of the screen.
Nice. Yeah.
And my favorite was 6 Degrees of Slaperation. So it was a very bizarre speech. And
I'm glad he won. He was amazing.
I am glad he won. I thought he would win. I thought
he was really good.
He was great. I thought Conor Batch was a little, but we can go back through my slides very briefly in a minute.
Anyway, so it sucked, and then everything was so weird after that. I mean, poor Jamie Lee Curtis is trying to get some dogs adopted. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody.
Not even Betty White can save us.
Man.
Not even the ghost of Betty White can save us from this.
Well, Diddy comes out and says, I'll say this in his defense. Why is he the one having to come out and deal with this?
He was scheduled to come up next.
The producers have got to, no. We're sending
Regina Hall out there and come.
I'm probably going to say Regina Hall on this one.
We send it out Sykes.
I'm going to send Regina Hall out because she was people were
There's
really
a lot
hard on the
of,
show. I thought she was fantastic.
There is a lot of Hollywood media fart sniffing going on over this. They are so high off their own farts in their criticism of this show. But
I thought those 3 hosts were really good. Anyway, so
to the outrage month. Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna let you wrap because I'm kind of done.
Yeah,
I'm done. We said it. I'm kind of glad. I'm very glad he won. I loved his performance. So
yeah,
and he's off. He's scot-free.
Yep.
Nice.
He's scot-free.
And we'll see. Again, I'm just excited. Is he going to be back? Is he not? Who knows? We have no idea what's coming.
No, we don't. Here come the new slaps. And
slap boys for life.
Slap boys for life. Damn. Fresh slap about. I Am Slap, which works for 2 of his movies.
Oh shit.
That works for 2 of his movies. I Am Legend and I Am Robot.
I'm Robot? Oh, wait, iRobot.
iRobot, very close. All right. But one thing I do want to say is to the outrage monkeys, and you know who you are, throwing your feces at the screen, angrily, I'm outraged. What do you want to happen to Will Smith? That's a legitimate question I have. Do you want him arrested? Do you want him locked up? You want him prosecuted to the full extent of the law, which I can tell you from Cobra Kai is at least 6 months in jail. You want to ban him for life from the Oscars? Are you never going to watch his movies again? If he comes on doing an interview, you're going to turn it off? Could I invite you to chill out?
I mean, who's not going to watch Jiminy Man 2?
I mean, Jiminy Man 2, 3, and 4. But I've been around, and I don't know if it's just some of the folks I've been around. You've seen it too. I've seen people get hit, man, for saying a lot less shit.
The slap is not that dangerous. It's not dangerous, that's for sure.
And it was the setting.
Here's the thing: if he really wanted to hurt Chris Rock, he would have. He would have socked him in the face.
Socked him good.
This is Ali. This is Muhammad Ali.
I just got hit by Ali. So it's I think it's the most shocking, not because one man struck another man. It is the literal, and I mean, I can't think of anything else I would expect to see less than what I saw happen.
Especially Will Smith. Like, of all the actors.
I
mean, he's got songs about how he keeps his shit buttoned up.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if Bradley Cooper went up there and said, "Oh, stars more," like everybody'd be like, "Okay, Bradley must be he's into another role," but not Willie Will. But you know what, man? I just think
Big Willie.
He's been putting up with, again, no excuses. I think his personal life is an absolute disaster, and this is not. Like, Brad, how do you know the reason I know about their personal lives is because they broadcast all of it. I couldn't tell you about Jennifer Lawrence's happiness as a mother. I don't know, but if she did a multi-part intimate discussion about it and streamed it everywhere, I could have an informed opinion on it. Anyway, so we're going to move on. I do call for more punchings, more physical confrontation at the Oscars. I really think it's critical.
I mean, you got to find some way to
step
it up a notch.
Well, you do. Now, our mother may have come up. Shout out to Mom. She said, "Well, and the stage shouldn't have been down low," which I heard somebody else on the podcast say that was kind of weird that they were on the same level. I didn't even realize that they didn't have to walk up anything to get up there.
They didn't?
No. So I said, "Mom," well, they can still get upstairs. I'm like, they get rid of those too. I was like, "Oh, that's it. Now, see, we're getting rid of something." So you want them just to climb? And she goes, "No, just toss the Oscar." So it's like the winner is
one of those little shirt cannons.
Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah. So all right, cool. What do you want to hit next? Do we want to talk about?
I like to hit people.
Music, or
I want to hit how upset people are that Coda won. Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am.
Yeah.
The criticism. First of all, I think they all want to drive. All these people want to drive my car to win.
Man, shut up about driving my car.
So
man.
I don't give a shit. And I literally people try to couch it like, well, look, it's a nice movie. Yeah. You know what?
It's not.
Why? Can we just take a step and be like, why do people value these movies that are just misery given video form? Like, what value is there? Yes, Coda. I mean, it was extremely well acted. No, there wasn't lens flare, and they didn't rub dirt on the lens, every 5 minutes. Well, it was just a nice movie. It was really well acted. It was simple. There were no plot holes. There's no ambiguity. It's consistent. It's got this really compelling story. Shit, I was boo-hooing at least half the time.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know what people's problem is, and I'm so glad that Apple did it because they spend all this money and people hate them for it.
Hate them.
And they probably didn't spend that much money on Coda, to be honest. And it's just even better that people are saying they bought an Oscar, and there's no way they spent that much money. But
they bought it on
guess
the
what?
campaign.
Guess what? They will.
They will
now.
Happy to get
I hope they do. I hope they buy every Oscar from here to eternity.
Netflix is mad as hell. Like, we've been chasing this thing for years. So I love Coda. I definitely don't think it's
I don't think it should have won, but I loved it.
But I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's not like...
I almost like it more now that I hear all this criticism of it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's cracking me up because the same fart sniffers that... All right, so that's good. I may have something else to say about Coda when I do a quick review of what my picks were. But, yeah, that's hilarious. They're very upset. I don't understand the upset. I will maybe someday go back and finish Drive My Car. But, man... When you give a 3-hour movie an hour, and I got nothing I got nothing. Tony Stark, and I got nothing for you. No interest, no emotion, no desire to watch another minute of it.
Done.
I'm sorry. I just feel like a lot of the people who view themselves as the most intelligent film critics on the planet, they're obsessed with this movie. And I would say get the hell over it, man. Get over it. So
You lost.
Yeah. But look, and again though, this is art, not sports. So it's like, kudos to the maker of Drive My Car. I'm glad he won his best international film. I'm sure it resonated with somebody. That's fine. Look, man, he put his heart and soul into it. Okay, but it's not for me, and I don't think it should have been. I don't think it should have been even nominated for Best Picture. But that's fine. That's okay. But yeah, to your point, the fart sniffers, they are mad about Coda.
But it's such a well-intentioned and meaningful film that they can't come too hard for it.
No,
which is really fun to hear.
No, they can't. They gotta. Oh God. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble, right? Yeah, just leave Coda alone. We live in a world where there's been some pretty bad Best Pictures.
Argo.
Argo. Give me a break.
I heard somebody too talking about we have to reconsider Shakespeare in Love as a good.
No, see, we don't though.
Fuck out of here! That
See,
movie
we don't.
sucks. Oh.
Saving Private Ryan, man.
Like, here's the deal: you can look at Oscars like this year. I saw 6 of them, so I could look at. I think it would be easy to make an argument for why West Side Story should have been Best Picture. It was a phenomenal technical achievement, a phenomenal musical achievement. It looked like $1 million. They filmed throughout streets I'm assuming in New York. Like, okay, well, and there's you could do that. You could say Dune just for. I mean, Dune probably shouldn't have been. Maybe I don't know. I like Dune,
yeah,
but it's not like a powerhouse film. Power of the Dog is an interesting one. I love Power of the Dog, but because of Cumberbatch, it pretty much exclusively.
Oh sure.
I don't think the rest of that movie was particularly.
See, I'm different.
Powerful.
I thought Dunst was amazing, and I'm coming around on. I don't think McPhee.
I've always liked Jesse Plemons.
I have to. I like the whole movie. I think the scene.
McPhee did almost nothing in that film. There's no accolade that should come his way.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given it to him. Okay,
he should not have been nominated. He stood and stared in a couple different directions simultaneously for most of the film. I'm not here for it.
He saw the dog. So let's
Cumberbatch is the one who stinks and likes it.
Stinks and I like it. Oh, we all want to stink like that. All right, let's hit some moments. I love Kevin Costner, but until an hour ago I didn't realize that his meandering speech where he kind of button hooked this intention saying he went to an adult film and it was actually a Western.
I think do you think he was serious?
Was he joking, or did he just mean like
it was for adults?
Was it a shot?
Kids.
You think it was a shot at superhero movies? Well, these old timers, they all could be shots.
I mean, it sounded like he was talking about going to see a movie in the 20s, so I don't really know.
It was. Did you know that was the lead-in for Best Director?
Only because I've kind of seen more about it. Like, oh, that was one that Jane Campion won.
Right, so I didn't. Until today when I heard a recap, I just thought John Dutton, and I was cool. I was like, oh, man, we're going to get some good John Dutton-like teachings. And no, it was just him talking about, that was odd. The broadcast did feel like there wasn't someone at the helm. Like the Uma Thurman, Travolta, and Samuel Jackson thing is a really good example. They were dancing, but the camera stayed back, and it was very awkward and weird. I thought some of the cuts were strange. I just felt it was a little clunky. I thought the comedy, except
can we address the toxic femininity?
The toxic thing. No, you can't.
Kidding.
Oh, some have tried. And this was from...
I know, like I think people are not happy about that Regina Hall bit with patting down.
I heard...
It was so far... Oh, my God.
I heard a podcaster today...
I'm sure...
who was a female, who said that was basically assault.
Oh my God. Roland stuck his ass out. He liked it.
Yeah. I mean,
no, he played. You know what? He played along. It's just they're playing for laughs. Damn.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I know.
But I had when I saw it, I was like, oh, people are gonna be a little stink about that one.
Mad. I mean, look, I've been a theater kid, and
nobody asked Timothy Chalamet to not wear a shirt. Okay,
no,
that's
nobody
his
asked to wear a
choice.
shirt. I've been a theater kid, and the pat down and Brolin went right along with it. He was like, then he like acted like he was posted up on Momoa to let her. That just. Man, I got news for you, man. That is perfectly normal and funny, and that just shows me that you are a lifelong critic, and you've never you didn't even in high school try and be in any plays, because that's just how. I'm not talking about sexual
people
assault.
Love acting. They're like they see the moment. They're like, oh, let's do it.
That's called play, man. That's just a bit. That's just having fun. God help us, right? Okay, what else we got? The fan favorite stuff was a bit of a mess. Somehow the Zack Snyder folks, I guess they opened this up to open voting on the internet, which is really a bad idea. Because Army of the Dead is not a good movie. Visually, it looks cool. It is a bad. It's not like a very good film.
Did you? Let me ask you this though. I mean, yes, I agree. Did you enjoy watching it?
Yeah.
I kind of did. It wasn't like the most fun.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah.
That's why I watch Zack Snyder's, for the spectacle. It's not. So maybe I should. It's an average film.
What was it? It was like the 5 favorite films of 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, and it won. And
its company was not stellar though.
No, well, but then you had the fan favorite moments,
which were not 2021,
which
all
were
time,
just all time and different.
Which is just bizarre.
And a scene from the Justice League Snyder cut that I didn't even remember and I am like a diehard Flash fan, and somehow they had that ahead of Matrix, Avengers, and the Spider-Man No Way Home awesome scene.
Don't forget, it was also
then there was a Dreamgirls. There was a scene from Jennifer Hudson.
It's a cheer. These are the 5 most cheer-worthy moments according to fans.
Yeah. So that was all over the place.
I think maybe nobody's ever cheered to a few of those scenes.
No. I think one of my favorite. Yeah, it definitely came out of left field, Caroline.
So why did they cut those other awards?
Right, because then they ended up because they caught so much shit, they found a way to splice them back in. And they still went over by 35 minutes, and they insulted some of the people that are most important for making great films. So that we can watch Wanda Sykes go shit all over a museum that I imagine they would like us to come pay money to go see. Anyway, I thought that was a little odd. I thought my favorite low-key moment, was what is Ziegler's first name? Is it Rachel? Maria from West Side Story, where she comes out with
Too Tall Jones,
Too Tall Nate, or taller, safer Ansel, whatever. Tokyo Vice. And he says something about dreams coming true. And she says, "Yeah, and sometimes they can." I'm paraphrasing. They can come true in 6 days. It's amazing, so fast. We did it because the Oscars weren't going to have her. She is the lead actress from one of the Best Picture, Best Director noms, and they decide they're not going to invite her. And of course, that is the negative of the internet is that Army of the Dead can be the fan favorite movie. The positive of the internet is that we can get Rachel Zegler to the Oscars.
Were they trying to imitate the MTV Movie Awards a little bit?
So wait, did you hear that on a podcast?
I never. Okay. No, it felt very I was waiting for the popcorn statue.
Right, I don't want what I saw. I don't want that every year.
I don't want it ever again.
That was okay, so you agree then that the broadcast, it was a little...
The music for the In Memoriam was bonkers.
The lesson was don't be sad anymore.
There was one, it's what if I don't do when I get to heaven? I don't know.
Oh man, and they left off.
You got to do Sarah McLachlan or something. I mean,
they left off Ed Asner and Bob Saget.
Oh shit! Yeah. Wow.
But the only thing I remember from In Memoriam is Jamie Lee Curtis holding a dog,
which is nice.
Which I love dogs, but that's all I remember.
Hopefully it helped.
I couldn't tell you other than Betty White who died. You know, it was a little. You know, it was a little trashy. The broadcast was a little
jank.
It was a little jank. It did feel like an MTV Movie Awards. To me, this was like
not the fault of the host, though.
No.
I thought they were good.
No, because you know some people would say the host set the tone. I don't know that I totally agree. I think it's the host and the showrunner because last year was a Soderbergh joint, and there was no you could tell. So yeah, I thought it was a little lame, but it was exciting.
It was exciting thanks to Will Smith. Thank you. I mean, again, thanks to Will Smith.
Yeah, thank you, Will.
It was just awesome.
Did
he just hit him?
Jessica Chastain. You know, it's about
props to Tammy Faye. I love that.
Props to Tammy Faye. Like, look, okay. If, with a capital I, if how she was portrayed in that movie is correct, she did some really good things. And some brave things. She was still part of a couple that swindled millions and millions, and she didn't handle the books. She can argue, what do they say? I was plausible deniability. I didn't know. My husband ran it all, and surely the court system it bared that out because
did she not help pay that money? Right?
She didn't do a day. She didn't get charged.
No, I'm saying, did she not ever get on TV and ask people to send money?
Oh, constantly.
There you go. Culpable.
So I felt like Chastain was doing well until it was like, and Tammy Faye.
The rest of her stuff was, she said some good stuff. I thought, again, she was like, man, she was really getting it. It was good. And then okay, just side note. What is it about it? I can't relate. Actors really sometimes connect to characters, and I feel like sometimes the characters that they shouldn't that they should be able to step back from this character doesn't have a lot of redeeming qualities, but I played him.
Well, but you like Daniel Day-Lewis, Bill the Butcher did some.
That's what I mean.
He did some bad things.
Maybe Tammy Faye's not a good example. Maybe she wasn't bad. You hear with actors and they play just straight up villains sometimes.
But he could cut a nice piece of meat.
Villain. I mean, they're complicated, nuanced. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just always find that so peculiar. I guess it's part of it.
Well, it would have been fascinating to see Cumberbatch win and hear that speech.
Hey, man.
I do think he's the best actor in a film this year.
And that guy, I didn't find him that villainous. I don't know what it says about me.
No, I didn't.
I thought he went out of his way to bully she became Ms. Burbank. The guys were Burbank. I can't remember what her name was. But Kirsten Dunst. He did go out of his way to splinter her mind with that whistling. That was not okay. But
a little funny. Terrible.
He's just a ranch guy. He learned from the best, Bronco Henry.
Bronco Henry,
man.
I got a Bronco Henry.
He just wanted people to just leave it alone. Just let us ranch.
Just want to ranch.
Be in the mud. Just went for swimming.
I mean,
he had to just cover himself in mud and go swimming.
He sure didn't like Native Americans.
Oh, that's right.
Man,
that was a weird little moment.
A little much. Kirsten Dunst, at least she did one good thing.
She did do good.
I'll put my let me put my former educator
hat on. He's a little villainous, but
we're all a little villainous. But he, in my opinion, he was exhibiting learned behaviors.
He didn't strike me as Darth Vader, which the music they played every time he was on screen wanted me.
We are talking about Power of the Dog. Just so everybody knows.
It seemed like they wanted me to think, this guy's pure evil. I mean, he wasn't nice, but I thought he genuinely was trying to be nice
to the kid.
To the kid.
Yeah, I did too.
After the point where those guys heckled him.
Yeah.
So there was some redemption there.
Well, let's Yeah, I thought it was I was
his was the best performer. That I saw. I didn't see all of them. Can't say. I mean, I know there's some other ones I just haven't seen. So, like Andrew Garfield, I don't know. I didn't see it.
God, he was so good in Tick, Tick, Boom. I know I need to do more research because I know there's a lot of people that hate Tick Tick Boom. I only watched the movie. I don't know anything about the backstory with Broadway or oh my god,
Rent,
but his name.
Oh
my god!
I ain't seen it.
I need you to stretch real quick.
Oh, not like physically stretch.
No.
So,
Jonathan Larson, you can stop stretching.
Well, damn it, I was just about to cue something.
Go ahead.
And now you interrupted me.
I know. I'm sorry. You got it still?
Yeah. Okay. How did Kirsten Dunst land Jesse Plemons?
Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, man. That was good. That's one of the all-time milkshake funeral moments right there. That's good. Yeah. He outkicked his coverage. That was awkward.
I think there was some. I don't think that was a bit either.
I don't think it was a bit.
I think he was annoyed. But I also think, do you not get the joke? What's the joke? I don't think he got the joke.
No, I don't. And I thought it was a little disrespectful to Kirsten Dunst.
I thought he was just having some fun, a little bit.
Yeah, but
there's no way Amy Schumer didn't know that was Kirsten Dunst.
I know, but I don't know, man. That was. I'd rather
done it to him.
I'd rather yes. She absolutely. That would have been hilarious. She was like, "Oh, you're a seat filler. Oh, you were an extra on Breaking Bad. That's probably why you're here."
Whoa.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny. Get him up. And leave. Anyway, why are couples nominated this year? That's weird.
Don't bully Kirsten Dunst.
Don't bully. I will not have it. I will not have Kirsten Dunst bully. I will come up there and slap you as long as you are a man.
Is it Kirsten? I keep saying Kirsten. Is it? I'm doing Station 11. I think.
It's
Kirsten. Yeah.
It's Kirsten.
Okay. Thank you.
So, all right.
I think that's it.
Let's go through the slides real quick of what I predicted. Well, no podcast or show is great without PowerPoint slides.
We got people. We're messing. My stretch was terrible. I didn't really stretch well.
Kind of like you stretch.
I physically stretched better than I
actually. Can you stretch for me? Dumbass, go. All right. Let's see. Here we go. So I said you may have to squanch in a little. Okay, best supporting actor. Okay, that was right. And I don't have a problem. Obviously, I don't have a problem with it because it hit both things. I got that right. Power of the Dog was the pick, but DeBose one. She was right there with her. She was great. This was actually a really competitive group, except for Judi Dench, who had a really creepy final bit in that movie. If you ever watched Belfast, we're going to talk about it. It was like something out of Macbeth. I thought Denzel Washington's Macbeth. Anyway, best actor. I still think Garfield was pound for pound, but I would have liked any of these three. And of course, me and everybody else thought Will Smith was probably going to win it. Stop me if you got something. Nope. Oh, best actress. So, wow. Yeah, I missed this one, but I did warn you all.
Wait, no, you got Renner wrong there on your slide.
I got what?
Jessica Chastain won.
No, this is what I did the other day. Sorry, guys.
Well, you said pick and then winner, though.
No, this was.
You're
co-founder of Milkshake did not watch the Oscar preview.
Actual winner.
No, this was who I thought would win. Winner is who I thought would win, and my pick. That's right. Gotta move, man. But I did warn all of you, fair listeners, that the Academy loves transformations, and to watch out for Jessica Chastain, and she won it. Director, I thought Spielberg should win it, but I thought Campion would win it.
Nice.
That was close, but for me, she deserved it. Best Picture, I thought Power of the Dog should win it, and I thought Coda would win it. I should have gambled on this stuff. Okay.
Ooh, pick swaps.
Pick swaps. Yeah, I did some pick swaps. So I took out Don't Look Up for Spider-Man, and I took out Drive My Car and put in Tick Tick Boom.
I've been a little surprised to hear some of these hyper-intellectual people actually at least acknowledge that with a field of 10, that maybe Spider-Man actually should have been nominated.
Oh, my God. Okay.
That actually blew me away when I heard people say that. the certain people saying it who said, I'm like, wow, I can't believe you're saying it.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up because the whole point, and someone else echoes this something similar. The whole point, I thought, of expanding it to 10 pictures. This is why I get so mad when I hear about let's do new categories like best, I don't know, best fantasy film. No, shut up. You expanded it to 10 so that we could have, Spider-Man No Way Home, so that we could have Avengers Endgame, so that we could have Dune. Yeah, that's right, guys. Does the Academy know that is a sci-fi film? Because I feel like they must not have, or they wouldn't have nominated it. It wasn't so that we could have, okay, this is an unusually good group of films, but I stand by my swaps. Don't Look Up should not have been nominated for Best Picture. It just shouldn't have. And Drive My Car, it shouldn't have been nominated either. I'm sorry. And I would ask if you're at home arguing with me right now, have you watched it? Have you tried to watch it? Because I did. Anyway, you make an amazing point. I don't understand why there's talk of some like, well, let's create some new categories like up and coming performance. We could nominate Ziegler. How about you just nominate him for Best Actress?
Yeah, because here's the thing. People there's all stuff. Well, how do you make the Oscars have a wider range of appeal? Well, stop being so pretentious.
It's not.
How about that?
It's not putting Megan Thee Stallion on. We have to talk about.
It's all the wrong choices, isn't it hilarious?
Always, man.
Every time they're like, "This is how we'll reach a bar," it's like, no, that's
we'll let the crazy nuts on the internet force multiple Zack Snyder references at the damn Oscars. That'll get the ratings up. I think they're up 3 million from last year, which is probably not what they were looking for, but because I think it was 10 million last year, and I believe I heard 13 this year. Okay, so to close this out, I want to talk about punchings and slappings because that really helped the broadcast.
So do we want to hit some of the comments real quick?
I've been kind of addressing them as we've been going.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I kind of zoned out.
That's okay, man. Lady Gaga kicks her Gucci accent. Like they could bring out a cardboard cutout or even a hologram.
When you say kick, what do you mean?
Well, we can't just have a slap, and we gotta innovate. They can't all be slaps. So we need.
You mean she's going to literally, physically kick something intangible?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. But you can't just keep doing slaps. It has to be some kind of other.
I think there should be a slap every year.
Well, okay. I mean, whatever. You can say slap, but I want to kick. Moonlight Sucker Punches La La Land. Bring the cast back up. Jennifer Lawrence karate chops Amy Schumer. I mean,
why?
Well, Amy Schumer made a joke about Jennifer Lawrence's weight. So she better
didn't she? Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence better get up there.
That's not okay. You can't do that.
I think it was pretty hard. I think the point was I should just roll with it. I think the point Amy Schumer's making.
If Amy Schumer's saying it, then it's like, hey, well, you getting this?
I think lots of people.
Kidding. Obviously, I get.
Yeah. Lots of people think it's their job to discuss Amy Schumer's weight. That's probably what that joke was about. Yeah, it was a good one. Tom Hanks uppercuts Billy Crystal. I think that's the closest 1-to-1. And then finally, King Kong elbow smashes Godzilla and a big show-stopping.
We saw that.
I know, but I want him to do it on stage. So that could be something. Other than that, we just need more. We just need more fisticuffs.
We need Meryl Streep.
Okay. Tracking.
Coming to slap
Olivia Colman?
I was going to say Helen Mirren.
Get off my corner?
I was saying Helen Mirren.
Oh, okay. You want to keep the age brackets. I like that. So could Judi Dench wrestle Anthony Hopkins in the middle of the stage? Like a vat of Jell-O? That would be fun. See, this is now we're coming up with stuff. One thing that's not quite so silly that someone.
I want to see somebody come off stage with like a dustbin.
Oh, you want
a dustbin?
Recreate the Malice in the Palace at Detroit, but with famous actors and actresses. Reenact the whole thing.
Yes, that's exactly. Okay, there you go. Oscar 2023. You got it. This is it. You want the best ratings you've ever gotten. Mouse in the Oscar Palace.
And guess what else? It's a musical.
Oh, shit.
Mouse
They're going to win their own Oscar.
The musical. Gaga and Bradley Cooper are in it, and it's just going to be the best. Speaking of that, though, and then we can jump out of here. Wouldn't a nice thing have been like a fun, allowed like something from Tick Tick Boom and a West Side Story scene and something from Encanto? Because I think it was Sean Fennessy on one of the Ringer casts was kind of hinting at this, but like a big show-stopping, like 10-minute musical number on it. Because we had two pretty good musicals this year, as opposed to
to me again, one of the most underwhelming Bond songs. It's kind of cool that
I'm glad Billie Eilish
has an Oscar. That's cool just by itself. I mean, I feel like you got Another Way to Die is probably a little bit better. Skyfall is probably better.
Oh man, what if you could have gotten all of them out? I mean, you can't get Chris Cornell out
but
there.
it's cool. I'm glad. Again, it's like Eminem's got an Oscar, Billie Eilish got an Oscar. That's cool. I love it.
666
I feel like Rick Macy. Yeah, boom, bang. I love it.
Rick Macy. Why did John Bernthal get nominated?
Oh man. God.
So this is the last thing that we're getting out of here.
The voice of our generation.
Do you still see Rami Malek when you go to sleep?
He sees me when I go to sleep.
Bond has been
scary shit, man.
A force of nature.
He's much more scary than his Bond villain.
Oh, his Bond villain's like the cool, laid-back version of him. And now, Billie Eilish. Oh my God. Anyway, all right. You got anything else?
Nope.
I got nothing.
We did it.
We did it. What happened to base?
Hey, slap.
Slap.